During World War II, just the same. So the entire main roof was gone, and they tried to introduce another emergency roof afterwards, but it crumbled away after a few years just the same. So they had to abandon services in this church. All of these churches are Lutheran, by the way, in case you worry. They were founded and built as Catholic churches, but Reformation that started exactly 500 years ago, in 1517. After a couple of decades, everything here gradually was then transformed to Protestant. But going back to St. George, so this, they really couldn't keep up the services here, so they had to abandon this church just the same as they had to do with St. Mary's. So you had, at the end of the war, two almost intact churches, so you had they were not gone entirely, but just beyond repair. There was no means for the church to restore them. They had no money for it anymore. And with the destruction that was present at that time, they had more pressing matters with regard to restoring the normal apartment buildings that were all in ruin as well. So they had to abandon St. George, and for up until 1990, it was also a large ruin here in the middle of the city. And over there, you can see how it looked in 1990. The left picture over there, the roof was gone. They supported the main spires with wooden planks, and the entire thing, the entire area that we stand right now, was completely desolate, was ruined. The entire floor was gone, rot away after being subjected to wind, water, and weather for almost 50 years. But since these Germans already destroyed and demolished St. Mary's, they had to make at least a promise to, at some point in the future, restore St. George at least. And this is what then started in 1990. So prior to that, they were collecting donations for almost 40 years. Even in West Germany, it was of course known which church was still in ruin and which church had eventually to be restored. And for instance, artists donated proceeds of their record sales, and this then all over this very long period of time went into this rebuilding fund for St. George. And the amount that was raised was 40 million euros in that time, and this then went into the efforts to restore it to the degree that you can see it right now. And it took them almost 15 years. So the middle picture that you can see is then from 2005. So they had restored the entire roof, and 15 years, a long time to rebuild the church, but they really wanted to employ and utilize the local craftsmen and not contract a large firm in some other part of Germany. They wanted to have the money that was